The Scottish Cup final is set, and also the league action was pretty hot as well, as we've seen the likes of. I don't know, what did we see in the leagues? Because no one actually gave a damn about the leagues,
Well,
boy.
we've seen Dundee United pretty much all but win the championship.
Yep, we did see that. But I think you'd be kidding yourself this weekend if you did cared about the Championship, League One and League Two compared to the Scottish Cup. But again, I mean, it's probably because of the split, isn't it? But shouldn't some of the split fixtures have been this weekend? The ones that don't involve the four teams in it?
I know, but they like to play the split fixtures together.
It's weird, that, isn't it?
I know, but I think it's better, so whatever.
You think it's better, fair enough. But for better or worse, let's get stuck straight into this because Bonnyrigg Rose get beat 1-0 by the Spartans. And I tell you what, I'm surprised at the attendance for this. Over 1,000. That is one of the first League Two games I've seen with over 1,000 fans at it. Are you impressed by that?
I am impressed by it.
That's a pretty shocking
Good number for League Two.
It is indeed. Clyde drew 2 each for Stenhouse Moor, so 713 fans. Elgin City 1 each for Peterhead, 831. 4 for Athletic against East Fife, 561. Then Stranraer against Dumbarton, 405. So again, that's a pretty poor attendance there, and it leaves League Two looking like this. Peterhead 11 points behind Stenhouse Moor. Clyde and Stranraer still sitting at the bottom with Bonnyrigg Rose. We're no closer there to deciphering who's going to get relegated. So into League One we go. Alloa Athletic 3, Cove Rangers 2 at the Balmoral Stadium. Don't understand why it's not telling us the attendance for that one. But Edinburgh City against Anna Athletic, only 372 people. Edinburgh City went ahead. Edinburgh City are Edinburgh Shitty this season, and they're shite. They're going down to League Two. They've got no fans. Like, you say Livingston's in Edinburgh, but I mean, I think Edinburgh's already got its own Livingston because Edinburgh City are shite.
Yeah, they're not good. I think they'll struggle next season in League Two. And for me, it's all about just trying to stay in the pyramid. I think next season they've just got to try and consolidate themselves and hopefully not go down. I think once you go down, it's very hard to come back up.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Falkirk drew 2 each with Kelty Hearts, went down to 10 men the 17th minute. Went ahead, then went ahead again, and then Kelty Hearts scored immediately in the 33rd minute. I think they've done well there to keep hold of their undefeated streak.
No, they have. They could have easily lost it, but they didn't. And I mean, it'd be a shame now for Falkirk if they did lose it now.
It would be.
They're going so long.
Hamilton at McDermott beating Montrose, over 1,000 people at that game. And then Stirling Albion against Queen of the South, over 1,000 people at that game. The Queen of the South have a big fan base.
I'd say Queen of the South are one of definitely one of the bigger clubs in League One.
Not many teams down south. That's it. Right, League One. We have got the league table. So Falkirk, obviously undefeated still. I think they will go the season undefeated. Not many games to go. Edinburgh City are down. As for the playoffs, Montrose still battling in there with Cove Rangers and Kelty Hearts. And then, yeah, we got Queen of the South and Athletic still in Albion for 7th, 8th and 9th. Into the Championship. Greenock Morton defeating Arbroath. Arbroath did manage to claw a goal back, but they're shite. Now, Duncan Ferguson did accuse them of lying down, but not anymore, because they're here to stay. Dundee United with that crucial late goal against Ayr United to pretty much wrap up the league title. Dunfermline drew 0-0 with Queen's Park. Queen's Park needed a result, they didn't get it. And then I would actually describe this as shock of the weekend. Partick Thistle 4, Airdrie's 0. Where did that come from?
Yeah, on paper it's a close game. Both teams battling for third place. You could see it going either way, but I just thought Airdrie's form was much better. I thought Airdrie were more likely to nick it despite being away from home, but I didn't see this coming. If Airdrie had won 4-0, I'd been like, holy shit, I know Airdrie are playing well, but I didn't think they'd do that to Partick Thistle.
Yeah.
And I certainly didn't see this happening, like Partick Thistle annihilating.
In the second half as well, not a goal in the first half, all 4 coming in the second half. But again, like we've talked about, it doesn't really matter. Like, the only thing this matters for me is confidence. Airdrie will be taking on Partick Thistle, so are they going to think in the back of their mind, oh shit, they've just scored at us 4-0 if they do that in the playoff?
Could be. I mean, it could be a psychological advantage to Partick Thistle, but I don't think it'll really matter by the time the 2 playoff games come around.
Aye.
This is just a wee tester, really, for the Airdrie Partick Thistle game coming up, but it doesn't really hold anything.
Yep. Then on Friday, of course, it was Inverness against Rafe.
Well, actually, the only thing I would say is, I mean, it probably changes my mind on because I would have thought Airdrie were decent favourites to win over both legs. I mean, now I'd probably like, all right, okay,
Definitely more equal.
Maybe it's equal, or maybe it's Partick Thistle with a slight advantage.
Absolutely, but yeah, Rafe Rovers beat Inverness on Friday. They tried to keep the pressure up, but they've blown the league in the last couple of weeks. And it's been a good season from Rafe, but if I supported Rafe, I would feel like they've blown the league rather than like, oh, it's a great season. Would you agree with that? Because I just think they were. I think there was a period where Dundee United were slipping up and Rafe were matching it
Yeah,
or getting beat.
I think the result, I know at the time, right, this didn't cost them the league because there was still a lot of games to go, and I believe I believe after this game they still had the chance to go top, or I think even this result kept them top, but they could have went top by 4 points. But for me, the game where they were 2-0 up against Arbroath, who have been really, really poor for the last like 3 months, bottom of the table, cut adrift. Rafe Rovers were 2-0 up against Arbroath and somehow lost the game in the second half, 3-2. I believe at that point, had they won that, they would have went 4 points in front of Dundee United, and it would have put pressure on United, the Arabs. But no.
No, they couldn't do it. And
What was your thoughts?
well, yeah, I think it was that Arbroath game, but I think it's been a good season for Rafe Rovers, right?
Yeah, but every time
in the context of how you looked at it from the start of the season, but
Rafe had multiple chances, I think, to extend the gap to Dundee United, beyond one game, and they just never done that.
yeah, and I think that's what's
There
going
was times where Rafe Rovers would have a chance to win and go 4 points in front, and they just wouldn't capitalise.
Yeah, I think Dundee United's had a poor season. I don't think I know, and the fact that they're doing a pitch invasion for scraping the league against Rafe, I think it's fucking
And they've not
embarrassing.
even won it yet, have they? It's not official.
No, it's not official. Yeah, the goal difference could swing. It would take something monumental.
Well, I mean, listen, they are going to win the league. I'm not saying they aren't, right? They've won it essentially, but it's not mathematically with the goal difference. It's not official. So I think the pitch invasion is a wee bit poor.
Yeah, because they
should.
should. I mean, Hearts Hearts won the championship and they wanted the manager out. So should there not be the similar?
Dundee won the championship.
Yeah, and they sacked the manager the same day. But right into the Scottish Cup semi-finals. We're on Wikipedia because guess what? Scotland don't. The Scottish FA don't bother updating their fucking
Pretty
website.
poor. It's not updated yet.
It's pretty. It's still got Rangers and Hearts. The fixture in it, so it's waiting to happen. But
I wish that was the case. Can Hearts get a second bite at the cherry?
yeah, potentially. Right, Aberdeen free, Celtic free.
Robbed, but here I've already spoken enough about this in other videos. If you want to check out the match review, or if you want to check out the where Aberdeen robbed, then feel free to check out those vids. I'm not going to repeat the same points, but it was a penalty to Aberdeen. They never got it. What's new? Celtic didn't concede any penalties. If you look at the statistics for the season, you expect that. You expect Celtic to get penalties, not concede penalties, and they didn't concede any. So
No, they didn't. They won 6-5 on penalties. It's a game that was on a knife's edge, man, because Joe Hart misses a penalty. Could have very easily fucked Celtic out the cup. I believe Rangers Celtic will be the last game of the season. So, in the cup final. So, do you think Joe Hart will lift it? Joe Hart talks a good game, right? I doubt if this Old Firm game goes to penalties.
would he take one in that?
It's not that I don't think he would. I just don't think Brendan Rodgers would. I mean, at the end of the day, right, Joe Hart can miss the penalty and retire, go on with his life. Brendan Rodgers got to deal with the ramifications of that. And I don't think Joe Hart should ever have took that penalty.
I'm not saying a goalkeeper can't take a penalty. But
he was giving it the big one and he was laughing afterwards like he didn't fucking matter.
He also blinked. He winked.
He was like, oh, I'm the man.
I don't really get that. But nah, for me, it's like, I can understand if Joe Hart's not last out the 11 players. But being fifth?
It was almost like a level of smugness. Like, here, we're going to put you to the sword with the goalkeeper.
I know, but just how great would it have been if it actually came back to bite Joe Hart in the arse?
Yeah, but it didn't.
End of the day, he got away with it.
Yeah, great game though. Tie of the round, one of the games of the season. I think we've lacked. I think this season has lacked games though. Have you not agree with that?
Yeah, there's not
Like the Old Firm have got beat quite a lot and drew and dropped points, but there's not been many great games. And even the 3-3 between Rangers and Celtic, I don't think it was a great game. I think this was a much better game.
It wasn't a great game, but when you've got a game with goals, it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Even a poor game of football in terms of quality, when you've got 6 goals, you've got something. You know, it's interesting.
Yeah. But this next game didn't have anything really, unless you're a Rangers fan.
Like,
Because they won 2-0.
Back to the point about the goals. A shite game that has 6 goals is going to be better than a shite 0-0.
Absolutely.
You know, it's just that.
Goals create interest, but Rangers won 2-0. You're interested at the windy now?
Aye, you know what? Just never really. Well, I'm not going to say I didn't. I felt like Hearts were in it. I did feel like Hearts were in it until the second Rangers goal. But I do think.
But you almost feel like.
I do think at 2-0, I never felt like Hearts were going to get back. Oda has a chance. If he scores it, then you've got 3-4 minutes to try and do something. But I genuinely did feel like when Rangers got that second goal, it was over.
See it 1-0 though, I thought it was very pathetic for Hearts. I almost feel like at 1-0 right in the second half, they were waiting until like the 80th minute to go gun-ho. But just before that, Rangers made it 2-0. And I think that's a very negative fucking mindset. Oh, we'll sit at 1-0 till the last bit of the game, then we'll throw everything at it.
I mean...
That's what it felt like to me. And then that goal just knocked the stuff in it.
Unlike Aberdeen yesterday, who they began to throw everything at it as soon as they went behind.
Yeah.
Aberdeen didn't wait till the last 5-10 minutes to start putting pressure on Celtic. As soon as they went 2-1 behind, you seen the change in Aberdeen. So, I mean, I wish we'd have seen that for Hearts today.
And is Naismith the man? I mean, it doesn't take away from their season, but...
Well, I think I've been quite vocal. I never really wanted Naismith to get the job. I'm not convinced he's the man.
I think today does scream of inexperience.
I don't think... I can't sit here and say Naismith out when we're comfortably in third place. I just, I can't. But ideally, he's not the man, and I would still prefer Nielsen over Naismith. My opinion.
There you go, that's his opinion, guys. But that is us done for the SPFL Scottish Cup semi-final review shows. A lot of words in there, but until next time, leave your thoughts down below, and peace.